Okay, so I just got done doing a private session with a Muay Thai legend. His name is Yothin. I was going to spar with him, but I don't know, it was just really hot. Everybody was like barely able to think it was so hot, so I didn't get to do that. And it was so hot, like I actually was filming it. I had somebody filming it, but the phone that they were using kept getting so hot that we only got a little bit of content, and they haven't sent it to me, but hopefully they'll send it soon. But I'm just going to review what I learned, try to review everything I've learned. So yeah, one thing he taught me was when I throw my hook, when I'm throwing my hook, you do 1, 2, you know, 1, 2, and 1, 2, and you keep your left hand by your chin like this, okay? And as you're bringing the cross back, you throw your hook. So it looks like this. Boom, boom, and then boom. You see how I'm using the momentum? It's important to keep your fist by your face right here. Not only for protection, but it helps you generate more power on that hook. So you're going 1, 2, 3, and you can actually feel the power. 1, 2, 3 as you're throwing it. And before I was just throwing my hook like I didn't really even think about it, but it actually, now that he showed me that, boom, boom, yeah, I definitely feel the extra power that I get. So that is pretty interesting. So I'll have to take a note of that. And another thing he was teaching me was, he taught me so much stuff, it's hard to remember everything. But like my stance, to keep my arms up like this in my stance, keep this hand close to my head, because if I keep it away from my head when I get punched or kicked, I'll basically punch myself in the face. Boom. So he was telling me to keep my hands next to my head like this in my guard, and when I'm blocking like elbows or whatever, he likes to bring he blocks like this, okay? So boom, that's kind of his defense, boom, because it blocks against elbows, which I was already kind of doing that before when I sparred, but this is his defense. And keep your arms, the idea is to keep your arms up like this, keep them tight, so that when you can protect yourself from punches or whatever. And this right here is so they can't stick up the elbow into your face. So Keep it tight. It protects against that elbow, and also he was teaching me when you catch a kick. Well, first off, let me get back to the stance. You're always up. Your toes are always pointed forward, and in the process, your idea is to be his style is he likes to be a little bit forward because he's always ready to throw the right. He's the same stance as me. He's orthodox, so he throws his he's always ready to throw his right kick because it's his power leg. So I don't know if you can see, but I'm up on the ball of my foot on my right. I was already doing this before, honestly, but for those of you that don't know this, you should always be on the ball of your power leg when you're doing kickboxing. I mean, you should be ideally you should be on the balls of both of your feet, which the ball of your foot is this right here. That is the ball of your foot right there. Okay? So stay on the ball of that foot. And when you're catching a kick in kickboxing, you stay on the ball of that foot and you're moving from side to side. Boom, boom. So somebody throws a kick and you're like, boom. And when you catch it, you keep it tight. And when you catch it, you stand up straight like this. So you're catching it. Boom, you stand up straight. Keep your head back. And you gotta keep your fist by your face right here because you're protecting your jaw from getting punched. Okay, so you catch a kick, boom, sweep. Keep your fist by your face. So let's do that again. I catch it, boom, fist by the face, and I stay far away so that they can't punch me. And then I'll throw a punch to the body, to the face, whatever. And then the idea is there's a few things you can do once you have a catch. You can throw a punch to the body, throw a punch to the face. You can drop the leg and boom, throw a kick to the body, or you can do a low kick, which he showed me was a completely different technique than I've ever used before. When he catches the kick, he lifts his leg up like this. I mean, you still got to keep this hand up right here, but he lifts his leg right here, and then he like first. Let's say you catch the kick, you're like this, okay? Boom, catch the kick, lift your leg up. You step out forward like this. So lift the leg up, step out forward. At the same time, you drop your foot on the ground. Oh shit. I kicked the chair, don't want to do that. But anyway, you catch the kick. Alright, this is what you're doing. You step to the side, you catch the kick, you got your hand up here by your face, and you want to throw a low kick, right? So as you have the kick, you're bringing your leg up. This generates the power for your low kick. So you bring your leg up like this, and once it's up like this, you step forward, and the moment you hit the ground, you're like this. Boom. You throw that kick. Okay? So you're right here. The guy throws a kick. You catch the kick. You keep your hand right here. Boom. Wow. And that's not. I mean, that's not the only time you do that. Whenever you throw a low kick in general, the idea is you bring this leg up. Boom. You jump out in front, and right as you hit the ground, you're throwing that kick. And when you're throwing that kick, the idea is, boom, you're bringing it around that. And I already had kind of pretty powerful low kicks to begin with, but this just made it a tiny bit more powerful. And it also kind of puts everything together so that everything's more seamless when I'm fighting. And yeah, it was pretty interesting learning all these details from him. And I thought I would put it in this video because so I don't forget it. But it was definitely an eye-opener, like a lot of this stuff that I didn't know. But oh yeah, another thing, I mean, he taught me so much stuff today. My head is like about to explode. But another thing he was teaching me was, let's say you got somebody who's putting a lot of pressure on you when you're fighting and he's pushing you. The idea is the moment somebody starts coming towards you, you stick your hand out like this, and at the same time you stick your leg out back. So someone's coming towards you, you're like this, boom, boom, boom. But at the same time, it's the long guard. So at the same time, you're keeping your long guard, your fist in front of your face so that they can't punch you. So got somebody coming towards you, and you got to go backwards. Long guard, protect your face, step back, all at the same time. So boom, boom, boom. Okay, and the idea is you do that a couple times. Boom, boom, and then you come over with that elbow, because they expect you to, keep stepping back. So you do it like once or twice. You do the long guard, step back, step back, step back, boom, and then you throw the elbow, and then you step back again. So same deal, like right after you throw the elbow, you step back. So that, because usually after you throw a punch or an elbow, they're going to throw a punch back, so you got to get out of the way. But yeah, I think that's pretty much the meat of what I learned today. I mean, I learned a lot of other stuff, but it's just, I really have to sit down and think about it. But that was the majority of what I learned. Let me think, is there anything else I'm missing? Oh yeah, he was also telling me, he likes to use the 1-2. He likes to do jab, jab, punch. Jab, jab, punch. And that's his go-to whenever he's like trying to control the ring. So, let's say your opponent is, moving to the right. You should be following them. So, if he moves to the left, you're moving right with him. So let's imagine he's right. I got a guy right in front of me. He moves to the left. So, right as he moves to the left, I move to the left. Right as he moves to the right, I move to the right. Right as he's going back, I'm bouncing right behind him. And if he comes towards me, boom, boom, then I throw the elbow, and if the elbow hits, he might start going back. So the idea is just to stay in front of your opponent. use the jab, jab, punch to, you know, kind of push them into the direction. And the idea is to get them into like the corner of the ring. And when you have them in the corner of the ring, I mean, you kind of have them at your mercy. So you get somebody pushed up against the corner of the ring, I mean, they can't really, there's not much they can do. They're gonna have to take damage. So you got somebody up against the corner of the ring, you can throw a flying knee, and it's most likely gonna hit because they can't go anywhere. Or you can, you know, push them up against the corner or the ropes or whatever. Push them, get your head in their chest, and then move to the side and throw a back elbow. And they can't really do anything. They're going to have to absorb that elbow. So, I mean, I learned a lot. It's definitely helpful. And yeah, I hope you guys are learning something too. So just to try and go over everything that I just said. The first thing was that, oh man, what was it? First thing was, what was it? God, I hate when I forget stuff. What was the first thing we went over? I wish there was somebody in there to remind me. See, there's people in the room, but nobody's paying attention enough to remind me. Oh yeah, the first thing was the hook. So throwing my 1-2. Also, when you're throwing the 1-2, keep your shoulders up to protect your face, obviously. So 1-2. I'm keeping my fist by my face, and from there I can throw a stronger hook. So that was the first thing. Boom. Stronger hook. And the other thing was the catch, obviously. So when I'm catching, I got my face protected by my fist, and yeah, from here I'm keeping my posture up straight and my head back, because you know, when somebody catches your kick, you can punch them if they're leaning in too far. So catch the person's kick, you're sticking out, and at the same time, when you catch the kick, you need to keep on the balls of your feet. You should be able to do this when you have the guy's kick. Okay? So you should be able to bounce up like this, because keeping your foot staying up on the balls of your feet, you can kick a lot easier than if you're, you know, flat-footed. So I'm catching it. I have my fist up, I have my posture up, and I'm still able to do this, okay? I'm still able to jump and throw that kick, or knee, or whatever. And so I got this kick. I can throw the body shot, I can throw the face. I mean, he did show me how to throw an elbow also from this position, but I completely forgot that technique. But anyway, I'll just tell you the ones that I remember. But you got his leg, you're able to throw. So when you're dropping the leg to throw a kick, you're immediately bringing your I mean, first off, you're keeping this hand open. And keeping this hand up so that you can't get punched with a hook. And you're throwing the kick and you're bringing it back up to protect your face from another punch also. So, let's say they throw the kick, boom. You're still on the balls of your feet, so you can throw that kick right back to them. And there's this one drill that we were doing where we were practicing catching each other's kicks, which really helped. And basically, it's making sure you stay on the balls of your feet when you do it. So, catch the kick. Stay on the balls of your feet, and then you throw a kick, and he's going to catch the kick, and you just keep going back and forth, and it really helps you remember that you need to stay on the balls of your feet even when you're catching somebody's kick. And what was the next thing? Oh yeah, catching the kick and throwing the low kick right after. And like I said before, you catch the kick. Okay, you keep your posture up. You got your fist by your face. You lift up, and then boom, you're stepping forward as you throw that leg, so that you can land that low kick as hard as possible and do some damage. But yeah, it's pretty much all I can remember. I wish they didn't have any problems with their phone when they were recording. I should have just let them use my phone. But I also needed the battery to be good because I was getting a grab home. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. What was the last thing? There's a last thing that I forgot about. Oh yeah. When they're chasing you, you do the long guard. And as you're doing the long guard, you step back. And after about 2 or 3 times of doing that, you immediately throw an elbow, or you could throw it straight cross or right cross, but you gotta throw something. You can't just keep stepping back like this. You can't just keep stepping back, because eventually they're gonna get you up against the ropes and you're gonna be at their mercy. So you gotta keep, the whole idea of fighting is keeping your opponent guessing, because if you just keep doing the same thing over and over again, then they're going to have the advantage. So if you have somebody coming at you, this is what you should be doing. I mean, if you're going back, this is the Muay Thai way. From the top-rated Rotterdam champion right now, in the modern era of Muay Thai, this is what he told me he likes to do when somebody's putting the pressure on. It's just basically boom, 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 bam, or boom, 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 bam. And of course, this is common sense, but every time you throw a punch, come straight back to your face. Because that's how a lot of people get knocked out, honestly, is because they leave their hand out there. Can't leave your hand out there too long. But yeah, I think we're over 20 minutes now, but yeah, that's what I learned today with my private session with Muay Thai Champion here in Bangkok. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.